Power of steers be within me!
What's up?
Just doing some early morning deliveries. Nice little, what is it, King Steers, Royale or whatever. Doing some quick deliveries this morning. You know, you would think there's no one out here in the bush interested in a hot burger, 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning, Monday morning. I'll make those deliveries, man. Steers, boy!
Delivering punishment to the invaded trees. So we are doing a bit of trail work in preparation for a fairly large group that's coming out next weekend. The guy from Weekend Warrior 101, another YouTuber with a growing channel. Stoked to get them out here. Hopefully discuss some future projects with our riding gear and so on. But quite a bit of changes to the KT. Got a new chain on, fixed up the forks, got some new brake pads in and whatever. But the biggest change, I threw the intake spacer back in. So in theory, the intake spacer increases the intake length, and it allows a bit more space and a straighter shot into the barrel to atomize the fuel. And in theory, it should increase bottom end and mid-range responsiveness. As you guys saw in the last video, we had massive clutch slip issues and the clutch basket and clutch pack was destroyed, so I've got a new basket and everything in, but the clutch slip issues persist. So I drained the oil, put in some 10W60, and so far it seems pretty good. I do have to adjust the clutch somewhat. If I have the clutch where I usually have it with almost no free play, it's still slip city, but with the clutch adjusted all the way in, it seems to be good, making good power. It does feel like it's a bit more responsive, but I don't know if that's due to environmental conditions, a little bit cooler air, or if it's actually an effect of the intake spacer. Anyways, I got the chest mount GoPro, and Zane's cutting off my balls. I got the chest mount GoPro on, so hopefully that gives some decent perspective or different perspective. And I'm gonna go burn some laps while Zane is chopping away.
Power Rangers out! Just out of reach.
That's one way to clear the bushes.
Oh, I can't see anything.
There we go. Climbing Mount Everest here. There is a trail there. Glo dit of nie. Now we can pretend to be voortrekkers. You can play the role of Rageltjie the bear, seeing as you have the longest hair.
Seeing as I've got to be flattered now, Rageltjie the bear. They say night when it gets cold, the only way to stay warm is to put two naked bodies against each other. Somewhat of a track walk, eh?
So Mr. Weekend Warrior 101, if you're watching this video this week, oh, that's a slanggatjie. This is what's in store for you guys. Not the trail work, but where we're riding. Ain't that a sight for sore eyes? Yeah. So, yeah, at the top portion of the canyon. Hello Zane. Our bikes are just there around the corners. But the top portion, here by the tree in the path, you can split. You can take the left hand route, which is quite steep, rock, all the way up, or you can take the easier route to the right, which is not as steep, but it's very loose, so you do struggle with grip. So yeah, there's the options. Just got to get your line up right there. You can scoot the bike back a bit. Also a couple of decent sized steps. A bit rusty. Oh no! You're going the wrong direction. Go down, try again.
Yes, my fucking handlebar op my toon.
Oh. Seems like every time we come here, someone destroys a toe.
Fuck am I gonna get up here? He's the best rider.
You'll see, that new exhaust is gonna be like a cheat code. You're just gonna cruise up. We're all a bit moeg from chopping the trails, so this is quite a bit of a task.
My clutch is alweer warm hier, so.
Oh, and the clutch is cold. Yes, yes, yes. What else? Come on, guy. There we go. Michael, staan altyd daai kant om te help. Oi.
So we still had some clutch slip issues after the first ride. There's 2 rides in this video, and I pulled everything apart again and I realized that I had installed the clutch pack backwards. So it's got this little shutter spring and a smaller plate. Now I had it installed in reverse, where I started with the thicker plate and with the shutter spring and the smaller fiber plate towards the top of the clutch pack, and it actually has to go in the bottom. So it's installed it as follows. You've got a fiber, a steel shutter spring, and then the smaller fiber, and then you run these along. And also these steels, they've got a little tab there. I had them all oriented in the same plane, but you have to offset them. I also got some of the Tusk heavy duty clutch springs for a Yamaha Blaster. They're supposedly 10% stiffer than the stock springs. Another thing I also forgot, you can see the inner clutch hub is indexed, and the pressure plate also got an indexing mark. So when you replace your clutch pack, be sure to install the pressure plate in line with the dot on the inner clutch hub. And then I installed everything with fresh oil again, so there is less slip. I still had to play with the clutch adjustment a bit here, and we got it where it's like a couple of millimeters of free play and almost no clutch slip. Now I think over the last couple of rides I probably glazed the plates, so it means that this clutch pack is also probably ruined. But we're going to do one more thing, and we're going to change out the fluid again to some Bel-Ray gear saver 80 weight, which is the same viscosity as the 10W40, but it doesn't have the additives to lubricate a top end of a 4-stroke motor, so it's primarily just for transmissions. I'm going to give that a shot, and we're just going to have to send it and adjust the clutch until there's no clutch slip.
wet. The grass is wet. Our tires are slick. The logs and rocks are wet. So now it's fuck donkey vibe of the mountain. Oh, moet nie agteroor val nie. Ek sê waar jy wil kan draai. You've got a natural handbrake there with all that grass in your rear wheel. And now it's my turn to run up on all the chocolate coated rocks, molten chocolates.